Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is American versus Japanese motorcycles. So yeah, and the most important thing I'm gonna think about is um, who holds the value the most, whether the Americans or the Japanese motorcycles. So from what I researched and from what I have seen, and also from the experience of other riders, I found out that the American motorcycles hold their value the most compared to the Japanese motorcycles. There's a main reason why. There's probably a main reason why, and one of the reasons that, and the most important reason is, and I'm gonna give you an example. For example, Harley Davidson, an American motorcycle company, and they build the motorcycles in America as well. The reason they hold the value is because they do things a little bit different than the Japanese automakers out there, for the most part. Um, So let's start. If you realize on a Harley Davidson, the motorcycle from Harley Davidson, they don't really change too much. Like their looks, they still look about the same. If you see every year or every few years whatsoever, it have been about the same looking motorcycle for the most part. What changed is maybe some the update, the engine, the transmission, some technology features, but small technology features, not so much. They don't redesign the whole bike, like Honda does, or other brands. So, basically over the years, they just change little things in the motorcycle to improve them, but they don't change the whole motorcycle at all, the whole look, completely. So, and plus, on Harley Davidson, those bikes hold their value pretty well because somehow they make them seem to be more collectible. If you stay with that bike, you don't put so many miles, you can sell the after a few years, and you won't lose a lot of money. You will lose barely anything, or you know. And now, even in this year, I saw an advertisement from Harley Davidson saying, uh, you can buy the motorcycle from them, and within 1 year you can trade it in, and or sell it to them, I believe, and you will still get the money that you pay for it. So you're not losing anything because they're so confident they can sell the motorcycle and still make a profit, even if it's used with some miles on it. Now compared to Japanese motorcycles, they don't hold their value. When it comes to cars, it's different. If when it comes to cars, yeah, the Japanese cars hold their value versus the American cars. I mean, most American cars, not all. But when it comes to motorcycles, it's just different. Japanese don't hold their value for the most part. And I'm just gonna give an example. If you buy a bike from 9 years, from 9 years ago, um, and that bike was about $16,000, you can find it now for 5,000 to 2,000 with low miles. I'm just saying, that's how much they will lose the value. I mean, even if you have 2,000, 3,000 miles, and if it's 9 years old, you will still pay really cheap price for it compared to an American motorcycle that will have the same miles and will be about the same MSRP. So you have some things to consider there. So if you think you want to resell your bike, your motorcycle, and don't lose a lot of money, then you should go for an American motorcycle like Harley Davidson for sure. Or also Indiana, will hold kind of their value as well. Now, but if you don't care so much about it, you want something that have a modern, futuristic look, or more newest look, and with a lot of technology on it, then yeah, definitely go for a Japanese motorcycle. You will find from sport bikes, adventure bikes, to tourist cruisers. They have a lot of them. They look pretty nice, to be honest. I personally drive a Honda DN01, and the bike is great. I'm not saying they have good engine, good transmission. They're reliable. Everyone knows that Japanese bikes are very reliable as well. So yeah, they're very reliable, and you cannot complain. That's all I'm gonna say. So it depends what you want to do. If you really want to, if you really don't want to lose money, go for an American motorcycle so you have a chance to resell them. And if you buy a collectibles bike, then and you keep it for a few years, you can sell it for a profit. And you can make a profit in it after few years. If it's a collectible buy and anniversary especially. But otherwise, if you don't mind that and you like Japanese motorcycles, then go for a Japanese. You will be happy you did. They're very good bikes, and I don't have any problems whatsoever. And that's what I have seen, and that's as for other motorcyclists that have experience buying different motorcycles. So that's all I'm gonna say for. So do what you really want. Buy what you think is better for you, and you will be fine. All right. Thank you for watching. Appreciate it. If you want to subscribe. I will be posting more videos soon. Thank you, and have a good day. Bye.